Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another meal prep video. If you're new here, welcome. I do meal prep videos every single week. I have just started doing ingredient type prepping for the first time in a very long time. So if you're new here, please subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified. Also, I am over on Instagram, so you can follow me over there so I can follow you back. So last week I did ingredient prep, which I hadn't done in a very long time. It really worked out well. And this week's going to be kind of a busy week at work, so I wanted to just do it again. And I have a lot of ideas for different bowls for lunches and dinners, so I'm going to put all those together into one video for you, and you guys will see that at the end of next week. So you'll see how I'm using all of this for my lunches and my dinner. So here's what we're starting off with. First thing we're going to do is make some rice in my pressure cooker. So I have this long grain brown rice. I always use some sort of broth versus just water in rice. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my Instant Pot. I do not use the rice setting on here. I just use the regular manual pressure. So in your pot here, we are going to put in 2 cups of rice and 2.5 cups of water. And then I just kind of I don't ever make up the bouillon. I just put a little tiny half teaspoon in there, stir it up. And then, but like I said, do not use the rice setting. I feel like it does not work very well. It's never enough. And brown rice to me is one of the hardest things to cook. So I'm just going to put this on manual pressure on high. So we're going to turn that up to high. And then I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes. And then we will let that natural release for 20 minutes, which means just leave it alone. Let it naturally release itself to that little buttons down, which takes about 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go. So while that's cooking, we're gonna get our veggies ready to put in the oven. So I have some bok choy here. I'm gonna do kind of an Asian thing in one of my bowls. So I love bok choy and stir fries and whatnot, so I may do some stir fries this week as well. But I just don't wanna just throw it in the oven, so I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning to it. So I have some liquid aminos, so I have a 1/4 cup of liquid aminos here. And then we're also going to add in some minced garlic. So I never measure garlic. I'm just going to squeeze some in there. And then we have this chili paste, which is a little bit spicy, not too spicy, but I really like to use this in any kind of Asian type stir fries and whatnot. So I just did about a tablespoon in there. And then I love sesame oil. So I'm just doing just a tiny bit of sesame oil with all of this bok choy. So this is a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon, so that's all I put in there, was just a 1/2 teaspoon. And then as far as the bok choy, I didn't cut it. I just separated out all the leaves out a little bit, rinsed them off really well, because of course any kind of cabbage, lettuce, that type of thing, dirt gets really caught up in all the little crevices. And I'm just going to toss it in there and just kind of toss it around in the seasoning. Now, bok choy cooks up pretty fast in the oven, and because you're going to see I have a ton of things that I'm roasting up, a ton of veggies, because I just thought that would be a great thing to have, really easy to throw in bowls. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on a sheet pan. I forgot the red pepper flakes, so I'm going to just kind of sprinkle some of those on top. Next up, we're going to roast a zucchini. So I have 2 zucchinis. One of them I'm roasting, one of them I'm dicing. So I'm just going to cut this into rounds. Zucchini is also another thing that roasts up pretty quickly, so I was gonna put it on the same pan as the bok choy, but I decided that the bok choy is actually so big, and with all that seasoning, I decided not to. So this, again, zucchini is a really easy thing. You can just throw in some bowls with some chicken. Oh, speaking of proteins, I have a ton of chicken in my freezer, so I did not need to cook any of that up. I'm just going to spray a little bit of olive oil cooking spray in there. And then, of course, my favorite seasoning, which is the salt, pepper, garlic blend from Kinder's. So just put some of that in there. And then we're just going to toss that around a little bit and then put that on our baking sheet. And like I said, this will be just so good to have just to throw in to just some bowls or salads. I'm going to do some broccoli and cauliflower, so I have some frozen here, which I really like to do the frozen in the oven. I feel like it just roasts up the best. So again, we're going to spray with cooking spray, same seasoning. Next up, we're going to do a sweet potato, which this will take the longest, of course, in the oven. But the first thing I need to do is peel it. I hate peeling sweet potatoes, you guys. And this one actually peeled pretty good. So then I diced it up into a pretty even little dices. How do you say that? Dice it up. Cooking spray, same seasoning. I'm keeping it simple, you guys. And then I'm getting everything on the sheet pan. So what I did was I have the oven at 425. These sweet potatoes will take about 30 to 40 minutes or so. So I'll put those in there for 30 to 40 minutes. The zucchini is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Same with the bok choy, about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll set my timer first for 10 minutes, give it a check, and then put it in for longer if I need to. The broccoli and cauliflower will take about 20 minutes. And this is again at 425. And this is just my desired doneness. So those are going in. While those are cooking, we're going to go ahead and make a fruit salad. So I already washed my berries. I have some strawberries and blackberries. And then I have a pineapple, which I haven't had pineapple in so long. And I just saw it in my store and thought, that sounds really, really good for some reason. I am so anxious for spring, you guys. I am just so anxious for it. We've had a couple days of nice weather, and it has made me just starved for spring. I cannot wait to do my front porch. I'm already like ordering some stuff. So during my week off, I have a week off in March, and during that week, I'm going to redo my whole front porch. Just make it bright and cheery and springy. I need it. You know, you just have these like dark, dreary, like winter days, and I just crave it. So if you're like that, let me know. Are you guys looking forward to spring? So I'm cutting up my pineapple. Of course, I mean, I don't think there's any really wrong or right way to cut up the pineapple. Just make sure you don't get any of the core in there, because that's really hard. So you can really see the core really well once you chop off the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to cut this into kind of small little pieces, because I kind of want it to be about the same size as the strawberries and blackberries. So I'm just going to chop that up. Of course, I had to sneak a couple pieces because this was such a good pineapple. It was so sweet and so juicy. I cannot wait to have this little fruit salad for snack all week. I think I'll have it probably every single day. So we're just going to continue dicing this up. Let me know, do you guys like pineapple? I know a lot of people like pineapple with cottage cheese, but I'm more of a savory cottage cheese person, but I know that I've seen a lot of people put like fruit and stuff on their cottage cheese, and pineapple I know is a really popular one, but for me, I like to keep it with savory. I'm just not a sweet cottage cheese person. Next up are strawberries. I'm just going to quarter these. I didn't want to get anything fancy. We have not had the best strawberries in a very long time. These ones were decent. I did try them. They were sweet, but not as sweet as they're going to be when they start getting in season. We just don't, in Oregon here, we just don't get berries in season this time of year. It's just really hard to get them. So I just have to get what we can get. But these had like, really huge like white tops on a lot of them. But they were a lot sweeter than the ones I picked up, I think last week or the week before, were just not very good. The blackberries also so-so. Like, they were not the best. I picked up the blackberries I got last week were much better than these ones. These ones are a little bit hard and they're a little bit sour. So I don't know. We'll see. I can always pick them out of my salad if they're just not that great. So here is the fruit salad. Like I said, I'll just be packing this up each day to take with me to work for a little snack. I'm going to do two different things with cucumbers. We're going to do slices, and we're also going to do dices. So and then here's my zucchini I'm also going to dice up. And then we have our bell peppers, which again, we will dice up. I'm going to bring out my little chopper. You guys know how much I love my little chopper. So we're going to go ahead and bring that out. And with carrots, again, I'm going to do the same thing as last week. We're going to dice some up, and we're also going to make some into carrot sticks. I apologize if you can hear noise in the background. Of course, I am trying to do my voiceover, and my neighbors are working on their lawn. Because like I said, we have kind of a nice day today. So everybody's out there doing their lawn work. I have two neighbors doing their lawn work. And it's been going on all morning, and I thought that they were done. And just as I started doing my voiceover, it's really loud for me. I don't think it'll probably be very loud for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and dice up some bell pepper. I'm going to try to mix up my veggies. I didn't do bell pepper last week, so we're going to do bell pepper this week. And I think this will be good to like saute up, to throw in with some eggs maybe, or just again saute up and just throw in some bowls. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas for bowls this week. Like I said, I have a pretty busy week with work, and I don't think I'll have time to do like my full regular what I eat in a day videos, just because I'm not going to have normal breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because we have some all-day meetings going on. We have a coworker goodbye thing. I have a full day meeting on 2 of the days. So it's just going to be really busy, and I'm just not expecting to be able to do all this. So I just want to be able to put some bowls together, take with me to work, and I will definitely be sharing those with you. So these, we have all of our diced up veggies here all together. So this will be a nice little mixture to use for, like I said, any of those bowls. I am doing the cucumbers and carrots separately because these will be more things I'll eat maybe raw and throw in my side salads to have with my dinners, or if I just want to have just a quick side salad or something to go along with my bowl. I've been really trying to up my salad game. So I did buy a big, huge thing of spring mix so I could just make some salads and I could have those along with my dinner, whatever I end up having. So that's why I kind of did those separately. So I always put like a paper towel on the bottom of anything that I have with cucumbers, because that, to me, that seems like that's what keeps them fresh throughout the week. But I've not had any issues with my veggies not staying fresh. Now, I did have one issue with my carrots last week, and that was they got a little bit dry. And I did see a couple videos where people were putting water in with their carrots and cucumbers. I mean, carrots and celery, not cucumbers, carrots and celery. So I thought about that, and I thought, that would be very interesting to see if that works. So let me know if you guys do that. I have seen before people put them in like mason jars with water, and over the years my mason jars have just not last. I mean, I guess they probably just don't last after a while, but that's why I haven't been using mason jars in a long time, because they just don't, like, they get this like kind of film on them, and I don't know if that's from the dishwasher or what. My regular glasses don't get that, but I just feel like my mason jars don't last very long. So I haven't repurchased mason jars in a long time. I do like them, but also because I'm carrying my lunch with me to work, and I already have my computer bag and all of that stuff. Whenever I'm using my glass containers, it just makes everything so heavy. And we have a pretty large parking lot that we have to walk across because we can't park right up front, so we have to walk in the back, so I don't know. I try to do the best I can, but it is what it is. So I don't know. I may purchase some mason jars again, because I did like making the mason jar salads, and I kind of miss having those types of things. And those would be also a nice meal prep to make that's not like a meal that I was kind of like not liking. So here we have, I put a little bit of water in there. These are just a few celery sticks I had left over from last week. So we'll see how this goes. I'll let you know. And now I'm just going to do some cucumbers. So I'm going to do just one of these into slices, because I can have that for dip or just a snack on, for throughout the week. So I love cucumbers, and I do like them by themselves. I don't have to have a dip, but I do have a little bit of hummus left over. I ate all the veggie dip last week, so I did not have any veggie dip. But I'm not sure if I have any plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I didn't buy any this week, so I'll have to check and see. If I do have some more of the veggie mix. I can make some more veggie dip if I need to. And then I'm going to go ahead and rinse and drain these black beans, because, again, a nice easy thing to throw in my bowls. Our rice is all done, and look at this. It is so perfect. Now, I know a lot of people rinse their rice first before cooking it. And honestly, I don't, because I like my rice to be a little bit sticky. And I have read before, if you rinse it, it rinses all the starch off of it, and then you have a finer rice. So if you don't like a sticky rice, then rinse your rice. But if you want a sticky rice, then don't rinse it. And this was really sticky, which I don't know. I just love myself a sticky rice. Let me know. Do you like sticky rice, or do you like just regular rice? But I'll be using this probably in almost all my bowls throughout the week. And the last thing we're going to prep is going to be some Asian turkey crumbles. And I'll be using this for a Asian turkey bowl. Also could use it in wraps, lettuce wraps, things like that. Or just throw it on a salad. So I just wanted to have one protein that I could make up to go along with my frozen chicken that I have. Our veggies are all done. Look at this bok choy, you guys. And it smelled so good. That chili paste, I tell you, that chili paste is really, really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this into a container. And then that way I have this for the week. And I can always do a quick stir fry. I always have stir fry sauce and chicken and that kind of thing. Or just throw it in the bowls. And then we have our broccoli and cauliflower. Again, It's nice and big right now, but I can always chop it up to make it smaller. Again, this would be another good thing I could throw into a stir fry if I decide I want to do a last minute stir fry. But I could chop this up a little bit smaller, throw it in with some eggs, and it's already all roasted up with seasoning. And when you roast veggies, it just makes them taste just so much better. And it's such an easy thing to prep that just lasts all week. Here's our zucchini. The zucchini, I did not cook it to where it was super cooked because I personally like zucchini. I don't like really soft zucchini. I like it a little bit crispy. I don't like zucchini when it's just like almost obliterated. I do not like that. Like, I like to have a little bit crispiness to my zucchini. And then our sweet potatoes, they ended up taking about 40 minutes. It just seemed like it took a really long time. It shouldn't have, but again, you can do so many things with this. I actually have a little bit of an idea for like a sweet potato like taco bowl, and where I can like take these sweet potatoes, toss them with some chipotle seasoning or some taco seasoning, and then just kind of make a bowl out of it. So I will definitely, like I said, be sharing all of these with you. That video should be up probably by Friday next week, and it'll be how I'm utilizing all of this stuff. But I did not forget the turkey crumbles. These came out of the oven. So let's go ahead and make our turkey. It's been over here cooking. So this is just some 99% lean ground turkey that I did add a little bit of cooking spray to the pan. And I just like to kind of let it sit there a little bit first. That's what I was doing while I was loading up my roasted veggies into their containers. I like to just kind of let it sit there. And of course I did add a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, just because, ground turkey is so bland. So I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of these liquid aminos. If you don't like liquid aminos, you could use soy sauce, you could use coconut aminos. What is that other? I can't remember. There's another one, tamari, is that what it's called? I prefer the liquid aminos because I am very sensitive to soy, and it doesn't have enough soy in there to make my body like react to it. I put about 1.5 tablespoons of that chili garlic paste. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit more of this garlic. And then we're going to add in, I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of the sesame oil. So like I said, this is a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of this throughout the whole mixture. So still won't add very many points or anything to it. And then of course some red pepper flakes. I omit those if you don't like spicy, because red pepper flakes are really spicy, and that chili garlic paste is a little bit spicy as well. So I love spice, y'all know that. So to me, it's fine. Now I did taste this, and I still needed something just a little bit more. Then I remembered I purposely bought some Thai chili sauce, some like sweet Thai chili sauce just for this recipe, and I completely forgot to use it. So here it is right here. This is the smallest like little bottle ever. I got it from Walmart. I'm tired of condiments, y'all. I have so many condiments, and I just want to just kind of cut down on that because I use them one time and then I don't use them forever, and I end up tossing them out. So I'm just going to buy small from now on, except for like mustard, because y'all know my obsession with mustard. So I used about 1 tablespoon of that sweet chili sauce, and then I'm going to add in some green onions because I love fresh green onions with any kind of Asian meal. Now I'm just going to let this simmer probably for about 10 minutes or so, and here is everything, you guys. So I am so pumped to throw some bowls together. I have everything here, probably too much. I'll definitely let you know what it looks like. In that video, I will also show you what I had left over, what I did not eat, because I think that'll be a good, way to show you. But I just want to show you how you can do this ingredient prep, and you can just come up with so many different ideas to use this type of ingredients where you're not making meals and you're eating something different every single night, but you are still, only utilizing just a few ingredients. It saves on money, it saves on your time of prepping, and it still just is a delicious week of eating. Thank you as always for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Here's a couple more videos here if you missed these ones. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic week, day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.